Street talk. Streets is talking this shit.
You tuned in right now to Street Talk, my man Streets.
Street Talk. Make sure y'all get on YouTube right now. YouTube. And look up Street Talk.
Make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah, just tune the fuck in. Because I said so.
Over there, they be flipping and flopping. Welcome to Street Talk, where we real with nobody watching. Today, I might be a little low energy. I'm tired as a motherfucker. My birthday was yesterday. But, you know, you see I'm in a different place. It ain't the usual set. But we gonna do what it do. Hopefully my guests can come and provide some energy. But, coming to sit and talk to me today is the host of Real Time.
Mimi?
And Sha.
Alright, that should work. With your goofy ass. Alright, so how y'all feeling today? What's going on with you?
I'm good.
You good? Y'all
Yeah.
good? Alright, so what I usually do, I start off by having y'all talk to the camera, y'all talk to people and introduce yourself. Like, well yeah, you introduce yourself. Well, Mimi, Sha, which order y'all wanna go in? Y'all wanna go in y'all slogan order?
What kind of introduction? Just anything?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just say something a little bit about yourself first.
Okay, and I'm looking at the camera, right?
Mhm.
Alright, gotcha.
Talking to them.
Alright, well, I'm Mimi. I'm a Scorpio. I love long walks. Nah, but
Have you ever had a long walk on the beach?
I have never had a long walk. Yeah, not a romantic walk, because I feel like that's what they're talking about. Yeah, different. They're kicking up sand. But nah, I'm from Brooklyn originally, but I grew up down here, so I say I'm the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I am a mom and a friend to Sha.
You her mother?
No.
I just playing.
And I'm Sha, one half of Girl Time, and kind of like Mimi, I feel like I'm, best of both worlds. Raised in, well, not raised in, but originally from Syracuse, New York. Lived here since I was younger, and
Alright.
I'm a Leo. So she pointed out she's a Scorpio.
Did I say
Yeah, and y'all know I said my birthday was yesterday, so Taurus game.
Yeah.
You already know.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Shout out to Dre in the background, my god brother in the background. Y'all already know Misfit Comics behind the camera. I'm sure he's gonna chime in if he feel the need to. Especially, well, we're gonna get to that later, since the reason why this is such a special episode for me. But while we doing this, explain to them where the concept of Girl Time came from, and well, yeah, we can start there. Where did y'all come up with it from?
So, me and Mimi has actually been talking about starting a podcast for like a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
And just something relatable, and just talking about everyday things that people can relate to.
Right.
But our name came from a special person to Mimi just last minute, because we were in between a few names.
Yeah.
And that person just happened to say the name. We're like, oh, that's
it.
perfect.
Right.
And last minute we decided on the name.
Yeah, we
Pretty
changed the name
much,
last
and
minute.
rode out with it.
Yeah, and it works
Yeah.
because you're spending girl time with us, and I
Mhm.
mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a girl.
Yeah.
But when we're vibing and chilling out, it's just the girl time.
Right, like our most intimate moment.
Right.
So that's where the whole girl time, like everyone can feel like they're kind of included in that.
So this is a fairly new venture for both of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So during the process, what have y'all learned so far?
It's fun, but it does take a lot of like organization. Like we gotta pre-plan a little bit, make sure we have the schedule together. We have to pick the topic and the flow of the conversation, and it's a lot of detail, I feel like, behind doing our own podcast.
I think the same. I think if you want it to be successful, it does require a lot of work and just putting that detail behind it. I would say that, and just learning how to market certain things, but it's fun.
It's
definitely
Because for me, I would like people to watch it, but I guess maybe because we're early on, it's not like that pressure of it. So it's kind of like
it's like an outlet for us right
therapeutic.
now.
I was actually very happy with our numbers.
Yeah,
for our first video, because in my mind, I never even said it to Mimi because I'm like, I don't want to put pressure on her. But I was like,
Mhm.
if we can at least get 50 people to watch the first video, I'll be happy. And
Yeah.
I think we got like almost maybe close to 200
Yeah.
views on the first video, which I think is good for us to just.
And we got
Come
that
on,
within
you
like
know?
3 days.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah,
we
and
were
that's
checking.
within the
Yeah.
50 days, so. Yeah, but it's just the way you market, and also building a connection. I feel like that's something important to us that we
Right.
really want. That's why you hear like Mimi say a lot, or
Mhm.
say a lot to like, you know, leave your suggestions and stuff in the comments because we really want to hear
What people
or-
think. Yeah.
So, one thing that I feel like females, I'm not going to say girls because it ranges from girls to women to old. I don't know. I mean, y'all think it's called girl. Like, I have a song called Girls Night, and it sounded better fittingly, aesthetically than Ladies Night to me, but I'm like, you know, like, some people don't want to be called girls, some people, but it don't matter. Like, we girls for life.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
It's funny hearing you saying that. I feel like that should be like a sound bite. Nah. Take a note of that now. Insert that when needed. Like, we're girls for life. Like, go ahead.
But yeah, so with females, I feel like it's easier to offend people, and what y'all kind of show, y'all more down to earth and y'all talking about y'all personal experiences. Is it, do y'all have to really like stay away from certain areas, or do y'all just not give a fuck and be like, well, if the shoe fits when y'all hear it, then wear it, motherfucker?
I feel like right now, since it is like fresh, we are talking about a lot of our own experiences, and sometimes I talk about some experiences my friends have had. You know what I'm saying? That are relatable. I feel like as women, we all go through similar shit, and men go through the same shit too. It's just from a girl's perspective.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to offend anybody because it's my truth. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be too offensive. But if it does offend you, it makes you reflect and think on that shit. So I'm not really like tiptoeing on people's feelings.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
do you try to be careful? You feel like?
I do feel like I want to be a little bit of politically correct, just because we're new, so I don't want to like just come off real brash and offensive.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm a human, so if I was watching somebody's show and I'm trying to support them, I don't want to feel like they're digging at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not coming.
My thing is like, as far as like, I'm a rapper too and a media personality, but I'm never going to make up a lie about you and talk about you, and I can only tell what you did.
Right.
So if I use that in music or something, I'm only expressing what you did to me and how it affected me, and I might be over it, and I might be using it as an example to help somebody else. So if you take that shit personally, that means that you still from the type of way, but you did it in the first place. So.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's your truth. Like that's what it's your truth. Some people can be offended of their truth because they know they did some fucked up stuff. So they like, damn, like
But that's
hearing it over, it's hard on them.
So y'all been making adjustments, I'm sure, throughout. Y'all been getting feedback or people complaining about certain shit.
I don't feel like anyone has like complained, but we have got some, I would say, constructive criticism, you know, and we listen to it, and if it works for us, I feel like we try it out, you know, just to see.
Yeah, true. I agree.
I see a lot of growth from like our first episode to now.
You're right. And that's what people have to realize. It's like you're just starting out, so, you know, you just have to give it some time.
Yeah. It's for us to like find our voices and
our direction of how we want to do certain things. But I would say, I feel like, you know, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of Mimi and how we're just from just launching and, you know, and what we've done. I feel like, and
definitely.
Consistency. And,
I feel the same about you because it took us a while to get it together. Like, I know you guys see us being consistent and shit, but it took a while to like get our schedules together because we're both moms and, you know, we both have outside things going on in life. So I'm really proud of the fact that we stay committed to it.
Yeah.
That's another thing, how you said y'all both moms. Like, my son, he watches what I do, and like not so much like he go on YouTube. Like, he looks for my music more so than me talking. But he's sometimes there when I'm filming. I'm like, I got into this because I'm not like, I talk out loud. Like, I'm not a person that sugarcoat shit. Like, I say how the fuck I feel. I'm the same way with him around. But do y'all feel like, so like, do you ever go into thinking that your kids might watch what you say or watch what you do, or does that hinder you from being your real self?
Honestly, for me, it's never really been a thought. And when we record, it's pretty private. I feel like there's not really, it's like us, so maybe that's why I don't think about it as much.
Right, you're comfortable.
Yeah, so it's more comfortable because I don't have like a kid kind of lurking in the background of my conversation.
Mine is yeah.
But I never really thought about how she would feel. But I feel like so far we haven't really talked about anything too crazy.
Too racy, right.
Yeah, and I feel like we're kind of careful just in general about that. So I don't feel like we'll put anything out that we feel like, oh, we never want them to
But
see.
I would,
Right.
But yeah.
I wouldn't tell. This like I told my son a long time ago. Like, yo, if you see me, like 9, probably like 3 years ago, I'm like, yo, if you see me with a whole bunch of different girls, your daddy like girls. If I got a girlfriend, it's gonna be different. if it's gonna, because you don't want. But listen, because you don't want like, okay, what is going on? You see this different person, he trying to develop and understand the relationship and what that is. It's like, okay, if I'm with somebody,
that makes sense. So he's not taking everything
yeah,
so serious.
if you're gonna see, you're gonna know if this is my girlfriend.
He loved Tasha yesterday.
Yeah, like.
Now he loves so today.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm just chilling with them today.
Yeah.
Like that, you would know if I'm serious about somebody because I will let you know.
Just call them your friends, right?
Yeah.
We like to say like, oh, that's my
I don't,
homegirl.
yeah, but
friend,
I don't
or
like even
put
like.
a title on it or a label.
So I came across the issue the other day when, cause like DJ said something about I'm like, man, I want to start smoking soon. And then he's like, good. I hate the way that I smell. Something about cigarettes or something. I was like, I don't smoke no damn cigarettes. Then he was like, what do you smoke? And then I was like, I couldn't think of any way to describe it without making it sound good. Like I couldn't think of any kind of way. Like, no, it's not heavy and stink like cigarettes. No, it does something to your mind that makes you do. Like, I was just like, when I tell you when I think you're old enough to understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But I don't smoke cigarettes, no.
Yeah.
But it's like instead they're getting older and it's harder to, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. True.
But yeah, everything they do, they gonna watch
They
it.
mimic, yeah. They want to be like their parents, for sure. Like, I edit a lot around Genesis, but she's not interested in the topics. I think one time she even told me, like, what are y'all even talking about? And she got up and, like, walked away. So I was like,
Lon
oh,
hasn't
it's not
watched
for you anyway.
Lon hasn't watched one video.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
like you said, it's not really for her age group.
Yeah.
So it's no point in showing her. Maybe if we talked about, I mean, it's not like I wouldn't show her. Because if we ever had an episode, I feel like more catered to her age
Being
group
about the kids
or
and things like
whatever
that.
interest. Because other than that, she don't want to watch it anyway. So
Right,
it's like,
yeah, that's how Gigi was.
It's just
She
like
was
they're not even interested in
Yeah.
it.
Like, dang.
I think she liked it more when I was like vlogging on
Yeah,
YouTube versus
yeah.
like us actually having like a discussion.
Conversation.
Yeah, she's like, I don't care about this stuff.
Okay, so another thing I'm gonna ask you two separately is, what would you do as a career if money wasn't a factor?
Who you asking first?
Whoever want to answer first.
Money wasn't a factor. I want to make up my own career.
Right.
In my mind, but so I'm thinking of two things. So it has to be a career though, not like business wise, like starting your own businesses. So really, I think I would start my own businesses. But if I had to pick like a career, like a a normal career, I probably would be like a psychiatrist and stuff like that, just because I like helping others, and I think mental health is important, and I like hearing people's stories. But also, I like the experience of others. So I would want to be like
an
Shad
anthropologist.
meets Simple Life. I feel like I've always wanted to do a series. I mean, like, oh, this is something I probably was going to tell me eventually about to do. She started finding out now. But you know how it's Simple Life, and they kind of did different activities. Well, Paris House soon.
Yeah.
Certain stuff that's like not like them at all.
Yeah.
But like I want to live like other people. Like that's my main interest in life. Like, okay, I'm in love with the Amish.
You're like an anthropologist.
Is that what you
Like anthropologists study other people's cultures and they like submerge themselves into it. So they go and they dress like them and they practice their cultures and their beliefs.
I would there's a place in Georgia because I looked. I'm very surprised because a lot of Amish people are very private. They don't like people in their community. This place actually in Georgia.
Where you can go and
tours and stuff like that. I was something like a few times a year, but I would love for like
get
a
churn
week
butter and stuff.
to just literally no phone, no stuff. I'm do that. Me and you.
A week.
Outfits, the whole thing. But yeah.
Just out here being
So
honest.
Yeah,
I guess
it's
traveling.
definitely
I guess I will. So if money was an option, I would literally be either I guess a psychiatrist, counselor, or I would just like submerge myself in all different kind of shit, just to like
professional.
see how other people live. Because that's
Yeah, and you can write books and stories about it because that's what some
Yeah.
people do.
And
They like go
vlogging.
undercover and yeah.
Or like us one day we go vlogging and go live in Amish.
Yeah, what would you do? I would. It would be two things. Either I would like own a restaurant and be like one of the chefs in the restaurant, or have like creative vision on like the menu and like the recipes and stuff. Cause I like to cook. I enjoy it. So I think that would be fun without the pressure of like financing it or worrying about if it, you know, does well and paying every, like if money wasn't an issue. And then another thing that I like is like fashion. So I don't know if I necessarily want my own clothing line, but I would like to like be involved in like creative directing of fashion shows, like with the hair, like the complete full look, you know what I'm saying? So I would do something in the fashion world.
That's dope. All good things. I do. I'm always ask people that question because I do what I would do if money wasn't a factor. So,
You're already doing it.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah. Do you think it's stressful?
It's stressful as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's not just stressful. Like I love what I do. I
Yeah.
love who I am, but it's just the implications and the way that I've had to gear my life. And like, I probably unless I'm successful, I feel like I'm gonna be alone. Like like really alone because not many people understand. Like I've even dated artists like me, and they still don't really get the full, oh yeah, I'm going to go say something on Facebook that looks a certain kind of way because I have an image, or like I mean, but I'm laying next to you, not saying that I'm out there like, hey bitches, yeah, I'm free, I'm single, come fuck me, but I might say some provocative I might say something provocative that's not geared toward nobody, but it's to get attention, because you have to in this game. Like, I'm not a clout chaser, but people, if you take it the next step, you start chasing clout. But in some kind of way, we do things once you're really embedded in this for attention in some kind of way.
Doing like the fan base.
Yeah,
So,
so
you're
like,
trying to like create
like,
this
so
image.
It's not even an. All right, we back. I ain't even gonna act like that was an intermission because I ain't even got the same shit on right now. But yeah. So before we switch up pace a little bit, the last thing I'm gonna ask y'all is, what legacy do y'all want to leave behind? When it's all said and done, what do you want to leave behind?
Such a hard-hitting question.
As far as like our podcast, like
No, just
or just
period,
individual.
period. Who was Mimi? Who was Shop?
Oh, okay.
I would say the legacy I want to leave is that I was a great mom, a great friend, a great partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people just to look at me and overall be like I really, you know how some people leave a lasting impression, like an impact on you, and you always think about them. Like, damn, yo, like it's only one
That person.
insert name, right?
Yeah.
I want to be that person to a lot of my
Almost
friends.
always.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah. Kind of like she said.
Kind of like she said.
No, basically the same. Like, I just would want to have a lasting impression on people in a positive way.
Right.
Y'all make me feel like I don't know if y'all like, if y'all just like overly humble, or if you're just like I'm overly, cause like I want to be considered a fucking goat when it's all said and
I don't
done.
have
Like,
to. No, see, I don't
like,
have those.
But you're
that's
like
what
you're a musician, you're like an
It's kinda
artist.
different.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're not really like.
But even in media, even in
Artists.
this, I want to be like, oh, streets interviews, this by the
Well,
end
if
of
it came
it.
to podcast, like if we're speaking about our podcast, Girl Time, you know, I would want people to look at our podcast and be like, this shit was entertaining. Like, I really got to, like, I feel like, oh, I'm a Shahida or I'm a Mimi. Like, I could relate to what she's talking about. Like, I want people to be able to see us and be able to vibe with us and shit.
Same.
So I want us to be like a memorable, entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I want people to take shit away from
Same.
ours too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like when we
Yeah.
do drop gems, I want them to pick those gems up and be like,
Yeah.
okay, they speaking some real shit.
Right, but I feel like overall we both kind of just want to leave good impressions on the world.
Right.
I don't think it's to be the.
I mean, it's not just. I don't mean to say that I don't want to do good things in the world, but I do have aspirations. I want to be respected for my shit. I want to be the
Right,
best.
your
I want to
craft.
be like. So I don't know.
Right.
You guys have sign on and tell what's wrong with y'all.
Right. But I don't really consider this like a.
But I mean,
Like
every
a-
aspect. I
You know what
want.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's
that's
something
the
that we're
thing.
doing that we enjoy.
Yeah,
It's like an
I
outlet.
feel like that's the difference.
But I'm
Yeah.
talking about everything. I wanted to be like, okay,
You wanna be number one at
nobody fucked me like Jay did. I love this nigga. That's my husband. Nobody fucked me like Jay. Or I played with basketball. Jay was the best goddamn basketball partner with that I played with in my life.
You have a competitive energy.
Yeah,
I was
like,
gonna
that's
say, you
yeah,
have
that's
that
how I am. That's just how I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean,
I already feel like I leave lasting impressions anyway.
Yeah, so
I do
don't
too.
have to worry about it.
I
I don't be even like, you know what I'm saying? And if I wasn't memorable to you, then we ain't vibe, we ain't click, right? So.
I think definitely you're gonna learn something if you spend any amount of time with me. Whether it's any kind of relationship, any kind of whether it's a sibling, friend, lover, fling thing. I think you'll learn something over a
They're
period.
gonna
of
take
That's a good
something
way to
away.
think.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like from everybody though, you shouldn't be. Well, I mean, obviously your family have to mess with them regardless, but
Not necessarily.
optional people, you shouldn't mess with them if there's nothing you can take from them.
Gain from them.
But that's honestly that's toxic too. It was one of my ex had to really make me sit and think about how toxic the things are that we were instilled growing up, about how like, oh, your family, like stuff like your family is always gonna be your family, you should always forgive. No, if your family cross you in a certain way and they violate you, fuck them. Like if somebody's getting molested and that's your uncle, it ain't like, oh yeah, that's the uncle and that's the family and you have to forgive him. No, fuck that nigga. Like
Right.
Yeah,
I shouldn't
sure.
use that.
As an example.
Right, that's a very
That's a little
extreme.
deep.
But
Extreme.
Got a
that,
little dark there.
no, that's not. That's
Extreme.
that, see y'all not even on the page that I'm on. I was talking about the follow-up part when I said fuck that nigga. That probably was not
That
the
wasn't
way.
that bad. Because I mean, when you think about what he did, the
Knuckle.
trauma.
Nothing.
What? We missed it.
I'm so dumb.
We listened to
I
this.
said if you're man. It's just you. Always got me doing stuff about to get me canceled. I've
Me?
been
I didn't
safe.
say nothing.
No, but I guess it's just your energy. I don't know.
Yeah, she brings it out of
She
you.
making me have to say stuff.
Okay.
But because I was gonna leave it alone.
Just
but
leave it. Just leave it.
Okay,
I'm
see-
sure
see if you can catch it
The
in the-
viewers will catch it. You know, they can leave a
Yeah.
comment if they caught that.
Yeah.
that was wild.
You can
You
tell
come-
us after.
In a
Right.
little-
I'm curious as
in a
fuck
little-
right
Comment
now.
if you caught it and let us
A
know.
little
I wanna
insensitive to the victims.
I think I know, but I don't want to repeat it. So.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
No, it was just about. Anyway, we spent too long, too long on this. But the bottom line of what I was saying is all toxic. That's what I've been on lately. Like I'm a person that I'll fight if I feel something for you. I feel like okay, we got a bond. We can try to work this out, or I'll let you weigh your shit on me. But lately, I've been focusing on me, my energy. I'm keeping my energy safe. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like through my life, I've literally been there. I've been like for enough people that I feel like, okay, I can take a step back. And if it's an emergency, I'm gonna be there. But you're not gonna put your whole bag on me no more. You're not always gonna keep dumping shit on me just because you know
feel
that
like
I'm
you've taken
there.
a lot of people's baggage.
Hell
before?
yeah, hell yeah. It's expected. It's expected of me.
In relationships or friendships or just everything.
Period. If Jay, like I like everybody always say how I'm not a very active person. Like I don't like to go out a lot. I don't like to, but it's like I'm observing everything. I'm trying to guide stuff a certain kind of way. I'm trying to deal with stuff. I had to be by myself. Like when everybody else gone, I'm like, yes, I can be my motherfucking self for 20 fucking minutes to get my brain together, because it's like a lot of stuff is expected. It's like, okay, this need to be done. Jay gonna do it, or like it's just.
So that's your role in people's lives.
Mm-hmm. And if they don't fuck with me when I don't, when I'm
you
not
don't
useful,
benefit
or
them.
if I'm doing something, I think I'll be. It's cool, like, you know. Oh, I'm sick, or I'm about to go. You know, I'm about to go chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can't make it this time.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be cool because I'm always there. But it's like, nah, nigga. Every time you need to be there every fucking time.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to be there for.
True. So that's your role.
That's what they think my
Literally,
role is.
That's who you are. That's who you
I
are.
don't think he likes that role.
I mean, it just, I don't know. When you still feel alone through all that shit, it's just hard.
Yeah.
But I know my role. I know what I'm put on this earth to do. And I know I'm supposed to take more than the average person because I understand it. I understand the way that life works in a way that it is weird. Like I was telling Mommy and Cassandra last night that I feel like life is a series of repeats, and you're gonna keep getting these same in a different, or it breaks your ass, and it shows you in a different way. It might not come up the same kind of way, but it's going. If you recognize that you sick, God's trying to tell you like, all right,
That
like,
you learn your lesson.
mm-hmm. Or it breaks your ass. One of the two is gonna keep either you beat it or it beat you, like, or it's gonna keep repeating like. And I've been learning to read the signs. I've been learning how to I usually react this way.
So let me try something else.
Yeah, let me try something else. Or you know that you're right. Why drill it? Why argue? Why force people to see it when you can just move?
Yeah.
I mean, like, just keep moving. Just that's the I don't know. I'm an asshole. I have narcissistic traits. I know all of that. But
are you a self-proclaimed asshole, or do people call
oh
you that?
no. I'm not self-proclaimed at all.
So people call you that?
Hell yeah. Shout out to Dev Downer. We had a contest one day. Well, we kept track of how many times I got called an asshole by different people in one day. But it's just, I feel like it's humor in minds. Like, it ain't just no. But either way, this wasn't supposed to be a therapy session for me and my loneliness. So let's switch. But that do bring me to where we going next, because I'm excited, because I've just been interviewing fuckers and trying to give people alley-oops, and I ain't been able to rant, and I ain't been able to do the shit that I want to do.
That's what girl time is. We're therapeutic.
Because family meeting has not been active. And then I had another venture, shout out Shanice, that didn't go right. Shanice, I still love you. But, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been interviewing people, and I've been so invested in anybody else. So I've been wanting to talk some shit since I got one of my other co-hosts. So instead of this interview, we're gonna but I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna project this. This is season 1. By the end of season 2, I'm gonna interview them 2 again, and I guarantee you they shit gonna be way further along, and we're gonna have more. We're gonna have a longer talk that's all about them and their girl time shit.
Yes, I'm with it.
So, first, let's talk about what's this? I gotta look up his name because I don't remember his name.
Derek.
What you? Because it's 2 Dereks. So
I just throw that name out there.
it's 2 Dereks on the
The only one I can think of is the one.
No. Oh, so
Right.
Kevin. Let's talk about Kevin Samuels first.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, we can all. They all kind of. So do you feel like Kevin Samuels and Derek Jackson have any similarities in any kind of way?
What don't they have in common? I don't. I mean, I guess they're doing
Even though
they're doing the same wave of work. I guess.
Aren't they supposed to be motivational speakers?
Kind of
In a way.
relationship motivational.
Okay,
speakers.
relationship gurus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
got you. Just because I don't really know a little.
Honestly, I didn't know either one of them until they
They're
came up in
Yeah.
the public.
Yeah.
Because
I
I,
knew about both
had
of
no
them.
idea. I didn't follow them.
Same.
That
Yeah.
wasn't my cup of tea.
So what I'm gonna say about that is, I feel like they're on the opposite of the same spectrum. Like Derek Jackson catered more to females, and it seems like what's the name, caters to males more because that's what he feels. But
Are they uplifting, or do you think they have different styles?
I think they have different styles, but when you think about it, if you sit and listen, like I was watching him on Joe podcast, and he was talking about what he's really trying to do. Like when he's really talking, he's really behind the scenes. He really trying to get people to think in a certain type of way, like live. Like be realistic in what you're trying to do. Don't think too highly of yourself. Like not don't think you're not shit, but don't look down on somebody else because you blindly beating your
calling
chest.
him that they weren't the number that they gave
Yeah.
us, that they were lower.
Okay.
So he's promoting low self-esteem.
No, he's not
Right,
promoting
because
love
who is
scene.
he to say?
No,
Who was
but
he?
listen.
Who the fuck are you?
No, but if you're making, but no,
The measurement
okay,
of
but
beauty,
listen.
what's your
Right.
that?
And how you gonna ask me what I think of myself?
But that's not the point in
And
what
then
he's
tell
trying
me
to
I'm
do.
wrong.
But this is okay. So this is
I feel like that part just
no,
turns
but
off
okay,
the
but so what I'm
situation.
saying is, but people flock to Derrick Jackson because oh niggas is trash, niggas is this.
I don't like hearing shit like that neither, though.
But
because it's
look,
it's like a
behind the scenes, Derrick Jackson is fucking
Machine.
like a rabbit.
Yeah.
This nigga is really trying to get people to be in perspective. See what you have. The same way Tiffany had. Was it Tiffany Haddish or was it B. Simone? It was B. Simone. When she was like, check off the list
Oh,
of
yeah.
all that, and they killed her for saying that when that was real shit. Like, how you gonna be mad at her for
I
saying
think they
that?
said she stole that.
Yeah,
from
they
somebody.
killed her. They killed her because it was a check was already made from someone else.
Yeah, she stole the
that
check
was the
list.
killing part.
No, that's not. And that happened.
That's the majority.
That happened
no,
after?
No, that happened around the same time. They said she ripped off her book as an entirety. They said that manifestation thing.
No, she
was
made a
rip-off.
video ranting about
They said she
About-
got that from
you
somebody
think it, basically like women not living up to certain standards, but putting it on men. But they said she completely stole that whole checklist thing, having a checklist.
Yeah,
from a whole
from
other
someone
person.
else.
And that's why people were killing her.
But see, my
Wait.
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're gonna talk about what she said. I don't feel like it was negative, but at the same time, certain people don't want to hear certain shit. Like now you an expert because you just went and wrote your checklist down. I'm
But
supposed to follow your
that's not-
tactics.
but the same thing that
That's
she
the
was saying.
problem.
But no,
Honestly, that's the problem with all three of these people.
no.
Just because you write something, you say something, don't
Does
mean
not
I
mean
have to
you're
follow
right.
you. Who the
That's not.
fuck
But
are
that's
you?
not what she.
None
That's
of
not.
you
But
motherfuckers
but
are
under
licensed
the.
for
But
shit.
listen,
Right.
under the. But what she was saying and what he was saying, both wasn't. It's like look at yourself and don't put other people down because like you're not perfect. Like nobody's perfect. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like okay, if you want somebody that this high, not to say that you don't deserve somebody, but how can you help somebody on this list of things that you want? Are you good with your mother and you and a family man? Like saying shit like that. Like are you checking yourself
I feel
before you judging and you requiring this type of shit? Like
yeah, but I feel like whatever I require, I can give, and if that's what I want, I have those same attributes.
then that's that.
You know what I'm
And then I don't
saying?
think he would. So I don't feel like
He doesn't
he-
cater to me.
no. I'm saying like the dude wouldn't say nothing to you probably.
He still would because
No,
that's the type
he's
of
gonna
person
find
he is.
something.
Right? He gotta find something to say.
But your original question is, do we feel that they're the same? Yes.
Yeah.
They just
They all,
manipulators.
I still,
trying
I
to
put
get
all
it
of them in
back.
that category of things I don't
Yeah.
really care about. Or
I be side eyeing these niggas anyway, because people that be experts and shit be like hypocrites a lot of times.
Right.
So whenever people be going in on all these rants, that's why I didn't know who the fuck they were in the beginning because
Because you never.
yeah, I'm not really into that type
Never
of shit.
subscribed to
Yeah.
it,
I don't think women will really
For
receive that type of stuff.
I mean, I'm open-minded, so I can receive anything if it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just that he was on there talking about a bunch of bullshit.
No, okay, so like here's someone like gender roles. You don't believe that in gender roles at all? Like,
So I do believe in
Like-
gender roles, but I feel like he's very hostile to women, and that's the thing I don't like. And he has a problem with women wanting to be so independent and think they don't need a man. And he wants to believe in gender roles, but men is the reason I want to say that we don't have gender roles like we used to because men do not play the positions in the household that they used to do, that they used to play. I mean, at this point, women are the ones.
Why
No,
don't
not
they?
just taking care of the household, but also the ones that's paying the bills. I see that a lot.
why?
Like,
No, it's
take
usually.
care of the kids and the bills. Back
It's
in the day, the
usually
man was the head of the
it's
household.
usually either the man taking care of it or they doing it half and half. There's a
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Boom.
but
So
it's
we
not
saying half
how
and half.
it used to be.
Right, but if we're talking about half and half now, you want me to listen to you, you want me to be submissive, but I'm also contributing and doing half and
taking
half.
care of the
with-
children.
Wait, hold the fuck on.
And now
Wait,
you mad at me because the gender roles
wait.
have like we both carrying the same
How
shit. So
independent do you want me to be?
right. I want you to be
You want
respectful
me to bring in
my
half of the
feelings.
money, but you want me to still fall into this category
Yes.
of roles. Like, no, if you want
What's a category? What's a category? Like what does a man like? I'm speaking for me, right? What I can't think of something that I would want you to do that you shouldn't already want to fucking do. Like it's not like I'm asking.
But that's vice versa.
Like,
As
no,
a woman,
but okay,
we like,
how-
okay, why I gotta ask you to do shit that
like the nigga said.
Why gotta you take my trash out?
why I gotta
Why
remind
not
you to
you to
wash my car?
A woman should never take her trash out when a man is around. A woman should have to touch her fucking trash. I told my son when I was at his house that when you walk over a bag, your mother should have. He's like, why? And she always asks me to do it. She should never touch that shit. You old enough.
I mean,
and
your
you're.
mother, yeah.
You what? What you
Your
say?
mother, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, your mother. Shit, but bitch wanna act wrong. Oh, excuse my language. I wanna act wrong. Yeah, nah, bitch.
No, you should still take out her trash drag.
Nah, you got nah.
I'll still take it. Nah, I ain't that type of nigga.
You drink to your mother.
Nah, you supposed to take a.
I'm leaving that trash stand there.
Nah, but there's certain shit like that. Like that, I believe that though. Like I'm not going. If you notice me, you're not gonna walk past me holding something heavy and I ain't got nothing in my hand. I'm gonna try to, even if you have up your
Yes,
steps.
you're a gentleman, but
But
here and there,
So
do you not agree?
But so what I'm like say if I was to get on my rapper, I'm like grimy shit and it's like, oh yeah, if I want head, I should be able to get head. And we pay half, right? I mean we working on half. But listen what I'm saying.
We splitting the bills.
Yeah, we splitting the bills.
Okay.
But it's the same way. Like if you like, you know what I mean, it ain't like, oh, you bowing down to me because why should I come down and do this for you when I'm paying half to that? I'm like, nah, you should want to, and I'm gonna, or I would do it for you, or like it's, you know what I'm saying, like it's not bowing down, it's satisfying your partner. And why does certain shit look like it? Because we're doing shit together as a team that you shouldn't not cater at all to a person that you love.
That's not the issue.
And it goes both ways. It's not just I'm not just your king, you're my queen. Like we're together.
No, but that's not
like,
the issue. Because I feel like most people I know, they appreciate when a guy is at least going half of them. But it's there's situations where the woman is on a lot more. But my thing is just to go back to whatever to do for Kevin Samuels. It's just like you can't be mad that gender roles aren't there anymore when men aren't the way they used to be. And can you not agree to the fact that men are not how they used to be?
I definitely niggas is trash.
So what do y'all expect?
It's not. But if you notice, if you listen to what I'm saying, right? I don't want somebody that's totally submissive to everything that I just want you to understand that life is fucking hard and that I need you to have my back. I can't do everything. And then think about, and then you say, okay, a woman's supposed to do. A man has to be the protector. He's expected to be the provider. He's expected to do everything and not ask for no help from nobody, or he's a sucker. He's a lame. You had to borrow from your friend. You're less of a man. You had to do this. You needed a shirt. You needed this. A man is not supposed. We're not supposed to ask for anything. We're not supposed to be.
I feel like in this generation too, though, that pressure is on women because women don't know how to ask for help. We're made to feel like we gotta be independent women, or men not gonna like us because we beg. We always need something.
But this is something that has been instilled that's bigger than us. That's what I'm saying. There's a separation.
Like a man should never touch the kitchen.
I don't agree with
A man
that.
should never do dishes.
I don't agree with that.
A man should never.
I don't think a man should never touch dishes.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so he said a man should never touch the dishes. So what should the man be doing?
Taking out the trash, doing everything else.
Okay, so what else? So do you think the trash is equivalent to cooking and washing?
We clean bathrooms. A man should clean the bathroom too. I don't give a fuck about that.
What about paying
not dishes?
What about paying the bills?
Kitchen, I think paying the bills.
You don't want to step foot in the kitchen.
You just need to leave that.
You want them to cook and clean.
Yeah, I gotta clean it. I gotta wash.
And you just all you said you could offer is to taking out the trash, but you want her to cook and clean.
He said he can vacuum.
Vacuuming floors, do the floors.
So
but
wait. So in your logic, if he brought the groceries home solely by himself, and then you should cook and clean, like that's okay for him to want that just because he brought them all by himself?
What you mean?
Like everything. You didn't have to work. You sat there, and he shouldn't have to do anything. I mean, he shouldn't because he brought that home solely.
You said if I didn't work and he provide everything and pay.
You could have worked, but you didn't contribute in that aspect.
So what do you guys think a male should do?
Everything. Everything.
I don't think that's true. Cause
Oh
honestly,
my god.
I wouldn't say.
if y'all want to be real about it, who does more, the woman or the man?
I can
And let's be
answer
real.
that.
Answer that with it.
Circumstances.
And y'all
Any
literally
day.
answer that with us.
And what
Literally
circumstances?
think about it. Answer.
Okay,
in
but
a
everybody- if I'm
in a
paying all the
household.
In a household?
In
Not in a toxic household?
In a
They
household.
Toxic.
In a household with a child, who does more?
It depends. I'm not gonna say either way.
Yeah,
It's like
A man?
essential.
It's, yes.
Because
Shawty,
nowadays
we came from
the
a fucked up
woman-
household.
the
Like
woman-
that's what we seen. Like,
the
everybody's
woman-
household isn't like ours. It's like it was
We
like.
had to clean.
Like when the kids had to pick up that shit. There's
I'm
houses
just
where
saying
mother and
that's
father,
like
the
our
father is outside fixing up shit for the mother. The father's outside raking. The father is doing shit. Like there's households like that. We just didn't have that shit. Like, but there are shit where men take kids, like they're there, they do the same shit. Oh, I'm about to drive them to basketball practice. I'm about to go do this. I'm taking a football practice.
I would say my partner is very hands-on.
Yeah,
like
because-
he'll wake up and take my daughter to school.
When I was with my baby mother, I was the hands-on one. That's all I can
Yeah,
say. That.
we could
Like,
So do you
do a
feel
lot
like
of-
there is still more than you? Or you feel like it's equal?
I feel like it's equal, and that's my thing. And
100%.
sometimes it
You
feels
don't
like
feel like you do a little more.
I feel like sometimes
As
I
a
can
mom
feel like that.
responsibility?
I can feel like that, and then I feel like it's other days where he feels the same way. So say it's a day where I'm gonna get my hair done, and I'm at the hair salon for like 5 or 6 hours,
Yeah.
and he's with the kids, so he has to feed them, he has to give them, attention, and he has to do whatever they need him to do. Which I feel like he's more laid back than me,
Yeah.
because he can just chill and just holler shit out to them, and they'll listen.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it's the reverse, like say he's
we just
at
make it
work.
look good.
So say now I gotta wake up and take our daughter to school. Then I gotta take care of the boys, and I'm washing clothes, and I'm cooking dinner, and I'm running to the grocery. So I could feel like on that day I did way more than he did. But is it really a competition? Like who's outworking the other
It shouldn't
person?
be.
Because if we're really
Yeah.
in this shit together,
It's a
we
partnership.
in this shit together, right?
Yeah.
But I have seen it where the dynamic is different. Because I've had a friend like, damn, he be helping you with them. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck else he supposed to do?
Yeah.
And she be like, well, when my nigga be at home, he don't do shit. And I'm like, oh, well, if I tell him I'm trying to do something real quick, like,
Yeah,
can
go
you
do
hold
it.
him down? He got me because he know I'm trying to do something real
I'm the
quick.
same way.
And if the
But do
table,
you have to ask him that, or does he
sometimes,
go do it
no,
automatically?
sometimes I feel like I
But
have
you know
to
the
ask.
difference? I'm just like, I feel like it's also
You should
like women
automatically know.
intuition.
Yeah.
Because especially when it comes to kids, we
Yeah.
automatically think about that. Like, I feel like guys, you have to tell them. I don't know.
You
And
do.
It could be
You gotta tell
experiences.
them what?
You got to tell them what you need
Everything.
sometimes.
You gotta
And I
tell
feel
what you
like it's times where I've seen like me needing help and Darius not being like, let me get them real quick. And then when the tables turn and I know he on the phone and he trying to have a
And you don't
conversation,
get him.
I feel like he gonna have to say something to me, because I feel like if I'm not like, damn, can you? He be like, but what? Like he acts like he's kind of like it doesn't.
But I guess every situation
It's
is different
different.
based on your experience.
Yeah.
That's all I was.
But all I'm basically trying to get to in the core, overall, I feel like
Single
men
mothers do
gender
in
more.
general do not
Single
have
mothers
changed
do
and
more.
still expect.
That's what it is.
Yeah, single mothers do
more.
way more.
But not in a relationship when there's two parents. In
Yeah,
the
when you have
household.
two parents,
It's
Yeah.
not.
And I mean, some
I don't know
women
that's
are in
like-
relationships where their other partner doesn't do shit, and they resent them because they feel like they are
Yeah.
carrying more of the load. And they're technically, to me, they're still fucking single mothers, because
Yeah,
you got a
that's
man in the
worse.
house, but he not doing what a man is supposed to
Yeah.
do. He not taking on those.
I
gender
can't
roles.
even talk to a nigga that if I physically see that you letting a woman do certain stuff that they shouldn't be doing, or you just I can't even respect you. Like
Yeah.
why the fuck am I gonna waste my breath with you? Like you're not a man to me. Like
Right.
that's like
And I feel like there's a lot of guys that's like that out
It
here. So
is.
it gives women a bad taste, and that's why I
Yeah.
feel like women are so like, oh, these niggas ain't shit, or they
Yeah.
don't do shit. And I feel like that's why guys feel like that, because they're encountering those kind of women, where it's not a lot of women like that.
Like-
But if that's all you're encountering, it's gonna
That's
put a
what
bad
you're-
perception
like
on
even
it.
communication. Like I'm big on communication. Like I'm the girl I've been talking to now, and she's just like, well, like I have a problem because people would think like I'll be like I like you and I tell you what it is, but I'm just saying that I like you. It don't mean that I want to get married. Don't mean that I'm not texting another bitch. It don't mean that I'm and they like I'm not on the when I'm ready for a relationship. I'm not used to people telling me how they feel. I'm not used to like don't mean I'm trying to get married. I'm just honest. I tell you, yeah, you got my
You
interest.
made me
You
feel
got-
good.
Yeah, so don't
Yeah.
don't think that don't be trying to distance yourself like I'm moving to because no I'm
Just being
I'm
open,
here.
right.
Yeah, I'm somewhere else too. Like don't fuck.
I'm somewhere else.
Don't get it fucking twisted. Like
You're not that special, girl.
yeah, like you can be, but
I kind of like you.
yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I be saying, and then just be like, I don't understand. So women have became way more niggish.
Yeah.
But and I can see why. I mean, you know, but I wouldn't want. So you know when they say how a lot of niggas do want it how they had it back in the day where their grandmother was there and she held down. But I don't want a stupid woman. Our grandparents was fucking stupid. Like not our grandmother, because our grandmother said that nigga gotta get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
but like the people in the neighborhood kids kind of look like the grandfather, or they keep it in the house so that the mirrors look a certain type of way, but he still go to work or he take care of the household. So you know, yeah, I know he goes around, but he takes care of the kids and that's what they had back in the day, and that's why some chauvinistic niggas might still want that. But I don't want that. That's not attractive to me. If you ain't got no fight in you, you ain't got no like nah, like hell no. Not too much fight though, 'cause I need some goddamn peace, women. Peace. That's all I be wanting. Shit.
I feel like what you grow up around is what you perceive. Like I ain't grow up with that type of shit neither. My grandma wasn't on no shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and my mom wasn't like that. So for me, I feel like I am like the role models that I've had before me as far as my ideals and relationships or what is what. And when other people in our society, like in our generation, unfortunately, if that's what the fuck they grew up in and that's how they grandmas were, and I feel like shit different in different areas too, like the South and how we were raised in the North, and it might be different. So, you know what I'm saying?
But I really do feel like it's because you gotta pay attention to the stuff that the narratives that they push. Like even if you think about like it's always they want the man and the woman to be at odds with each other, and they want it to be that the man is always the one in the wrong. Like if you think about when you think about Kanye and Kim divorcing, you automatically Kanye fucked up Kim trying to divorce him. That's what most people
but I think that's because
going
we've
go.
just seen Kanye in the media.
But they would have thought that anyway. Like
so
if he was quiet
for more shit.
Not necessarily have Kanye been spazzing out and just out of nowhere. Like had Kanye not spazzed out.
You don't think it might have been a reason Kanye was spazzing
and it was low
like
key. He has mental health issues.
No, it ain't just that, man. Kanye knows some shit.
But I'm just saying, how did we not know that? I don't think we would have just automatically assumed.
I would have assumed it was Kim. Because Kim has had public relationships.
You said you would assume it was Kim, right?
Kim.
No,
Kim
you
Kardashian.
said you would have.
Oh, that was her fault?
Yeah, because I've seen her
on
her show, and she's always having failing relationships. So I assumed immediately, like, this bitch, it's something she
But
done
I feel
did.
like it depends on her reasons, because if you're gonna break it down, it's like she was married real young to that. What's his name? It was a David Dash.
No,
What the fuck is that dude?
She was married to like some white guy that was like a art
you talking about Chris Humphrey? No, before him was a black dude. He's
her
he's
first
in music.
husband?
Yeah, what's her first?
He was like an A&R or something, right?
Yeah.
Ray J? Say no.
No, and if it's not David Dash, it's one of them.
Yeah,
she
was young though.
Like them type of person. She was young. Then was Chris Humphrey for a little bit. Then was Kanye. So I feel like
That's only 3.
Yeah, that's it. 3.
That she dated
That she married.
or married.
And literally, I feel like that's not that bad when you're 21 and you marry somebody. Then you marry somebody and you're like, oh, this not for me. And then I think I'm marrying and love my life right after. So I don't necessarily feel like it's her or like, oh, you're not wifeable.
I'm not saying
now
she's
if
not
you had
wifeable.
a long.
I'm just saying, like, the reasons why she gets into her relationships might be the reason why they fail. Yeah. Because, like, with Chris Humphries, that whole shit was like, I was like, why am I watching this season?
Into it, like, but he was a fucking tool.
And the thing about it, it was like, you could tell he didn't really like her, though. And I'm like, you didn't even give it no time. No, she didn't.
That shit was...
They both, as soon as they got married, they were on 2 different pages.
I literally almost don't even count him because it was a nod. So legally you can't count it because it's a nod.
They did get it a nod, yeah.
So it's like,
but it was just like,
it was when she was 21 and it was like
she
Kanye.
made a bad decision.
I feel like if anything, she held Kanye down with a lot of shit.
I felt like it was a lot of pressure.
And it was a lot of pressure.
But I still say that the stigma is that if the man, it's the man that's who initiated the divorce. That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I was trying to make. Everybody would think that Kim was trying to be the woman that did it. Unless it's a man with another woman on the side. And that's the stigma that they have. Okay, I want to be with the woman I've been creeping with now, so I want to get a divorce.
Do they really want to be with the side bitch?
Oh my God, you know what? What was I just listening to? They was asking, they wanted people to call in and answer their question.
Do men really want to be with them? Is it not really an outlet? Because that's what their excuse is, and then now you fell in love with your outlet.
The Breakfast Club they were just talking about that, and it was actually a study that they said 95% of the people who leave their significant others to be with like the other person,
They stay. with the
No.
other person? No, it
They
doesn't
end
work
up
out.
regretting it.
Yeah.
95%.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because it was
Yeah.
they was like, is the grass
The-
green on the other side
It's always gonna be green on the other side.
or not? Once you get over there,
Right. Once
And
your
that's-
bitch really leaves you the fuck alone, and now you're just stuck with your outlet that you
Yeah,
went
and
to
then
when
you
it was
like-
just fun.
No, but it's always
because it's so 80-20
you have to treat your
thing.
Yeah,
grass.
80-20.
You have to treat your grass. It's gonna die over here, so it's gonna die over here. If you don't cut it over here, it's gonna fuck up over here if you don't cut it. Like you gotta maintain it in either way. So if you jumping, you still gotta do maintenance on that motherfucker. Coley Ray and the body shaming that's going on in the world. How the women can't have a fake body. She can't be too thick, or they got something to say. She can't be too skinny, and she can't be big. It's like you don't win in any category that you're in.
Yeah, that's true.
Pressure to being a woman.
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing wrong with her body per se. I just don't like that fucking song. I like this. She's
Yeah.
not saying
Pull up in
nothing.
that-
I don't know what the hell she's saying. I don't really feel like it's for me. I'm just gonna speak on my own personal viewpoint, right? I don't really think it's wrong with anyone being slim or skinny or really big or voluptuous or fat, if we want to say fat.
Yeah.
So some people aren't really sensitive to the right verbiage, and I can
Right.
say myself, I haven't always been sensitive because I had male cousins that were fat, and we called them fat. So it wasn't like they called them, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like some secret type shit, like you fat, and they knew that shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, for me, it's not like what you look like, it's how you put it out there. Because
Yeah.
I don't even be wanting to see that shit sometimes. Like, what's her name, Lizzo? Bitch, I'm happy for you.
Right.
I want you to
That's
feel
all
good.
good.
I want you to be
Oh my
confident.
God.
I want you to love your
The
skin.
problem is the way she.
I don't want to
presents
see
it.
your chapped ass, black ass cheeks wiggling with the dentures and the dents. I don't want to see that. I'm not your man, and I don't think I want to see that.
Everything is over sexualized though. Like,
True.
like even like from like, I don't want to go too deep into this shit, but so any category that you kind of start, people were kind of like marginalized has become sexualized. Like big women. Oh, the show that you're proud of being big, you got to dress half naked. Gay niggas like Lil Nas X and that whole thing, they're all extra. It's all sexual. He's twerking on. He's twerking on Satan. He's doing all this extra shit. You gotta be everything. It's so you can't just be like, you can't just be gay. You can't just be fat. You can't like it got to be overly sexualized.
I think
Like,
that's their
it's
way
like-
of making themselves seem like they're proud. But you
Yeah.
can be proud and not
Without
have
expose
to.
it. Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's why Lizzo do it so much, because I feel like
She's comfortable.
it's kind of like proving it to us, but also
Yeah.
proving it to herself that, I love my body.
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't.
And
love
if you
your
don't
body.
change it, like
because it's,
Right, because you showing it to us,
You
like
keep
you need
pushing
some
it on us
validation. You need us to be
versus
like,
say,
oh,
oh,
girl, you
yes.
look good. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like when I was younger, I slept on the bigger chicks, not unhealthy big.
You like that, girl?
Lizzo's
No,
beautiful.
I didn't mean no that I don't like. I don't like overly big girls, but if you're naturally thick and you take
In
care
the
of
right
your body, like yeah, you have a gut. I can lift that shit up. I don't give a fuck.
Little gut ain't never.
Yeah, like I mean, but it took me to get older to realize that, like, I don't even know what my type is now.
I don't think guys
I don't
have
have
a
a
type.
type.
That's not true.
Niggas say they have a type,
preference.
and then
So you think niggas just get hard off anything? Just be like, yeah,
yeah.
are y'all serious?
I had a homeboy that told me pussy didn't have no face. So that meant for him
Pussy got
that
a taste, a feel, and a smell.
it didn't have a face though. So you could be an
Right.
ugly bitch,
With
and
some good
your
ass-
girlfriend
with
could
some
be.
Oh wait now.
That's so
Oh.
We don't want to talk about that
No,
now.
we don't wanna talk about that.
Sometimes the
No,
ones you don't want to be
yeah.
fucking, that you don't want people to see you in public,
Be
they
the
be
best
doing some
ones.
woo,
Bet.
and they shut the fuck up.
Let's go for them.
That's really what it is, and they shut up. But I feel like they gotta shut up because look at them. So
No one's gonna believe it.
What the
gonna believe
Right,
it?
I gotta shut up
Who's
because
gonna
he
know?
might stop fucking with me if I
Who's
don't.
gonna know?
I gotta act
Yeah.
like I'm a submissive bitch, because if I run my mouth and say or talk back to him, he's not gonna fuck with me anymore.
I don't feel that way. Challenge me, but we can have a conversation. Like, so we can have a conversation, shit. Or I don't know.
Not a conversation.
That's all it gotta be. Everything is a conversation. People just scared to have conversations. They don't wanna put themselves out there or tell how they really feel because they think it's gonna ruffle somebody else's feathers, so they just ride along. And it's like, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna enjoy this ride. If I'm riding with you, we're gonna have to make room, motherfucker. This is one elbow rest. You're gonna have to share. You're gonna do like this. You're gonna move your ass. Like, neither one of us gonna have the elbow rest in. If that's what it like, gotta be some kind of compromise made if you're
Right.
riding with somebody.
True.
That's true. I think we talked about that a little bit on one of our episodes. It's like the talk, which it doesn't necessarily have to be like a talk about what we are to each other, but just like how we feel just in general about what the fuck we're doing. Like, people have to be comfortable having those type of conversations.
Yeah, true.
Definitely. So something that I want to get out the way real quick, because it's another touchy subject, is the Derek Chavis asshole.
Who is that?
It sounds like Derek Chavis.
So I don't know if I said his name right,
I know you're talking about.
but he finally got convicted.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay.
It's just so many Dereks. I was like, which one?
Right. The George Floyd.
But
For the
yeah,
George Floyd case.
Yeah.
rest in peace, George Floyd.
Right.
Definitely, but I can say that it really didn't mean anything to me. Like, I hate to say that, and a lot of people probably kill me for that, but like, I know a lot of people was, I'm crying. Oh, we finally got this. This was one case, and they probably felt like they had to.
Right, because it's just one amongst.
It was so
yeah.
obvious.
And I feel
You
like.
think this gonna fuck shit up? if
Yeah,
they
right.
get,
I feel like this case was so big, they already knew.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was the bigger decision. Do you want to not find
Right.
this person guilty and face all the backlash?
Especially in where the environment that we're in right now with the Black Lives Matter
Yeah.
movement, and like last year, even when we was quarantining, all those different like protests and
I feel like
rioting.
they just knew. It
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
making a lot of
It
noise
was been
now.
a lot. So
Yeah.
I think they decided.
So it's like, look, we
off
just
of
gotta
that
do what
too,
we gotta
but
do.
it was
Right.
just, you gotta go. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. I don't know
You
if
gotta
I'm
take
gonna
one for the
be
team.
as excited until they actually sentence him.
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
the-
the
I've been hearing a lot of
shit,
that, too.
You know what I'm
True,
saying?
that's the most important part
Yeah,
of it.
because they could be
Because
like,
who
oh,
knows?
we're gonna give you some probation or parole.
Didn't the churches get a minimum of a certain amount? Or
They
was it
do.
maximum?
Yeah, they have minimums. I can't remember what they were, but they were pretty like.
Yeah.
One of them was like a
30, 40.
fine.
I think he probably got like 15 years.
But
I think
but
it's
is that
about
justice?
40.
Will we feel like that's justice? Would you feel like that was justice?
I think he's gonna get more.
He gonna get fucked up in jail.
They got him in they're gonna his.
I don't see. Okay,
he's
so
gonna do his whole term
so-
in like what's it called?
Yeah, solitary confinement.
there's something
that
that
does something to your
there's-
He
brain.
doesn't say
But-
that he's
but-
gonna be fucked up either way.
But there's something that I was thinking of that I've been processing since this case, and I haven't said it all out yet. But it's the fact that it bothers me that we're in a world where, okay, yeah, we're celebrating that this nigga is going down because he killed somebody, but we're living in a world that we gotta celebrate somebody else's downfall, period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just hit me like, God damn, like, I'm not happy that this man was sick that in his head. I'm not happy that he was a fucked up person, that he had to go. Like, you knew, nigga, you had to know eyes was on you. You knew. He probably thought he was
yeah,
gonna be.
they were all around him.
Yeah,
They
that's
were
what I'm-
yelling at him.
that's what I'm
They were
saying,
yelling
so-
at him. They didn't
They
give
were
a fuck.
there.
Because he had a privilege.
Yeah.
Like, he felt like, I don't have to listen to y'all. I'm a cop and I'm white and fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all can holler at me. I'm gonna keep my fucking knee on his neck and I'm not gonna give a fuck because
Yeah.
you know there's a privilege with his badge and his race. I mean, at the end of the day, but I know what you're saying. Like, you don't want to feel good or joy that somebody's going to jail for something, but you know, do the crime. Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta pay the motherfucking time.
I don't feel sorry for you,
Right.
motherfucker. Like,
Right.
the only person in jail I feel sorry for is Bill Cosby. That's it.
Well, whatever you expand on that, and
What?
those statements are coming from.
Bill Cosby should not be in jail, bro. I don't give a fuck.
He too old? What you saying?
Nah, he's not too old.
With
His
protection.
charges, first of all, reached the statute of
rapist.
limitation a long
He's a
time
rapist.
ago.
But he was raping.
He wasn't
people,
raping anybody.
I think he only had one that stuck because it was like within like 2001 or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
but Bill Cosby, them
That's
girls,
the same thing
no,
with
but listen, they was coming to the hotel. He was like, here's a pill, and then like they ain't say, hey, what it do? They was like, okay.
Yeah, do you really believe that?
Yes.
You don't think not one of them girls asked?
I don't think.
Imagine me and
They still
Mickey.
took. So what he do? Shove it down
I
his
have
throat?
a
If
friend.
somebody give you a pill and you take it out, ask them what it
He be
is or what
slipping
it
in that
does.
drink real quick.
I wouldn't take it, but I do
Without
have a friend.
asking what it is or what it does.
I have a friend who was dating like celebrity guys.
T.I. and Tiny.
And she told me that when she would get around him and like his entourage, she felt a pressure to like be cool. You know what I'm trying to say? So
She would take that.
say he was smoking a blunt and she was high as fuck and she didn't want to smoke no more. Instead of declining the blunt, she would just take it, hit it real quick and pass it around. Like she wasn't doing no real crazy shit, but just from she was just like I was like literally I didn't want to smoke no more, but just because he offered it to me, she didn't want to offend him. So I feel like some of these women, you know what I'm saying, they get around these like Bill Cosby's, R. Kelly's, or whatever, and they want
wait. R. Kelly's a completely separate subject. Keep that nasty, dirty motherfucker locked away. I kind of want to listen to some of his music now, but he need to be in fucking jail. That's a whole different story. R. Kelly ass need to be locked up still. Bill Cosby is a different story.
But yeah, I just feel like some of those women, they get there and they feel the pressure of like maintaining this image, or I want him to fuck with me again, or he has this check, so I don't want to like look square, or like I'm not fun.
So in a more modern take on, what do y'all feel about T.I. and Tiny? Cause I'm gonna start off by saying I kind of feel like it's the same thing as with the Bill Cosby thing. Like I feel like
they were willing participants.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing. They might not have knew what pill.
I agree.
They might not have knew this.
I agree. But the only reason I agree with that is because with T.I. and Tiny, when I was growing up in like high school and shit, and like some of my friends, like their sisters were like dancing in clubs and shit, they would be like T.I. and Tiny would come in there and recruit girls. So this wasn't nothing new that I would hear. Like they was having threesomes. They had like an open relationship.
But it was a willing thing.
Yeah, and nobody ever said anything about they're forcing themselves, but they were like, they like to hook up. And then they got locked up that time in that limo. They had hella different drugs, weed, pills, all kind of shit in there. Tiny eyes was red as fuck in the mugshot. So I'm not gonna say I was surprised, because if you joining in and having orgies and threesomes and whatever, and they popping and doing shit, you gonna want to be, you trying to fuck with T.I. and Tiny, so now it's like they pressure me, or I feel taken advantage of. It's like, sis, you know what the fuck you signed up for.
One bitch did say she woke up
Deshaun Watson
and somebody else fucked her.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
But you still making those decisions.
The quarterback, Houston quarterback.
Yeah, he did just do some crazy shit.
He got rape charges.
Oh wow.
But it's the same thing. It's the same.
But I mean, I feel like as women, we have to be more like careful on the shit that we do. As a young woman, especially, you making these decisions on a whim just because this person has some sort of status, and you trying to like,
you gotta be careful.
Yeah, you got. Because you can't predict how that shit can go. You can't predict that his homeboy won't pop out the fucking closet and run a train on your ass. But you put yourself in that situation. Not saying all the blame is on her or like victim shaming, but we all as adults have to make cognitive choices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, because niggas do. Because a woman, no matter how far you get into it, a woman should be able to say no.
Right.
I hate it. I've been in a position where I'm like, bitch.
I hate it.
Bitch. God damn, really? We this close? I'm right. You think about it now.
It's the power.
That now means no.
Like I can't even think straight right now. What are you saying? Like, okay, get away from me. Like you got, but you can't just take the pussy. Like you can't just.
No,
I mean,
you
like,
can't, because it's not yours to take.
Yeah, that shit.
But you know, we do have to make better decisions.
But it's never y'all. But it's never y'all fault.
It's not.
Well, I'm not gonna say never. Ever y'all fault. It's never when to get to actually the physical action of it is never y'all fault. But some people know when they're not supposed to be in a certain place. Like
But I feel like even if you're not, if you say no, it's no. You put yourself in the craziest situation.
Yeah, still. Yeah, but no, I didn't say it. So that's not that. The action is not your fault, but putting yourself in that situation
you gotta take some
may be your fault.
responsibility for getting yourself in that situation.
Yeah, because you know, like, okay, this nigga been a creep. I don't really have a gut. It's something I shouldn't go chill with this man. I shouldn't. But I've been blowing them off. Let me go see. Like, no, you got that feeling for some reason. Like, stay away from that creepy motherfucker. Hell no. Creep. And there's a lot of creeps, bro. There's a lot of fucking creeps. Like, I'm not gonna. So do you think if a dude look at a little girl and be like, she's gonna be bad when she grow up, that's like preferred in some kind of way?
Yeah.
In every aspect, you feel like that's perverted?
Yeah, because why the fuck you looking at
Because not bad. Like, oh, you're a pretty young girl. But she gonna be bad when she grow up. It's like you kind of like...
Like you waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
watching the clock.
You ready to
She about to
I've had... It's a different... I can see a girl and like... I can look at a little girl and be like, oh, that's gonna be a pretty little girl when she grow up. But somebody had came and got me before and brought me to a class of people. I was working somewhere. And I mean, it was with kids, and he brought me. It was like, this little girl gonna be bad when she get older, and I was just like,
He worked there.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera.
He didn't need to be working.
He
there.
don't.
Wait till
What the
I tell you who it was though.
His ass need to be reported. You fucking creep.
Right.
Ass.
Because it be those type of guys
I wish
with those
somebody might be
mentalities.
pointing at bringing somebody to point my daughter. out
Right,
and say she
because
should-
they have
she should
those
be down for
mentalities.
it.
You don't know when they might meet a girl that they really find super beautiful. That I've been fighting these urges, and now I'm about ready to try this
Yeah,
shit. And I'm gonna offer her some candy and some shit
Now you
because
watching her just grow up.
right, you
2 or 3 years past now, she a little teenager.
But so
Preteen.
Turn 18, that nigga.
yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, and I think that's even still bad because
That's still
you're like
bad.
taking advantage of a young lady. You know.
Yeah.
But it's not just male and females. Females do it to males too, but there's males that do it to males too. Like even R.I.P. X. You heard how he got addicted to crack in the first place, right? He was a dude that was a mentor to him, and like he rolled a blunt and he was trying to bring him right, and he laced it. I honestly feel that there was something else going on. That I'm not going to go into detail, but I feel like he manipulated him in a certain kind of way. I don't know if I talked to you, but I feel like it's a whole thing in the industry of certain people, and I've been waiting to have that conversation. I just can't have it yet.
Yeah.
But like it's a lot of stuff that people been taking advantage of. Some of our rappers, some of them, that's why they high out their fucking minds now as they got older because of the trauma and the shit they dealt with.
Yeah,
going
they
through
said
the-
that happened with B2K. And
Oh, of course,
Omarion.
B2K.
You know,
I'm thinking more. I'm talking about your gangster rappers.
Yeah.
The niggas that because you gotta think about some people be high as fuck, but they been rich their whole life. They ain't never really been in the streets. Like they might have dipped and dabbed, they had money, they can put people on and da da da. But to be like on the street nigga to this, no. You grew up rich. So why are you so fucked up in the head? What's going on? What did you have to endure? Like it's not the strain of niggas in the streets. The shoot. I've seen niggas get high to go shoot at an op or some shit. I mean, because they have to. Our people aren't savages by nature. We're in an environment where that's where we have to be, but we're not savages. We're compassionate people. So that's what niggas be in the streets. They be drugged the fuck up. They don't want to do that shit, but that's how they gotta live. I got niggas looking for me. I gotta let a motherfucker have it, but I'm not in my right mind when I'm doing it most of the time because I sit back and think about that shit.
That makes sense.
I mean, so it's a wild world, man. We all gotta just watch ourselves. We gotta love each other. It's like it's us versus the motherfuckers that want to manipulate. Like it's like that want to use you. Like and they're slim. I feel like it's more people that really want to be loved, that want to just be together with people, and that's what I feel like our real purpose on this earth was. Like money got evolved, all this other shit, status, we're higher, this, we're higher. But in the core thing, I really feel like what God put us on this earth to do is learn and love each other. Cultivate this earth, learn from this earth, and learn from each other and experience things. I don't know what's next in the afterlife. I don't know what happens after, but I feel like in some kind of way, this was some kind of training of like humanity. Like just learn, like just to be a fucking decent human being.
I can agree with that.
Like
it sounds simple enough.
like how hard is it to be a decent human being? Like, oh, I'm not gonna fuck them over. Like, no, you make mistakes.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
But,
can't always.
you know, people are a product of their environments, and just because you might have been instilled like morals and given a fucking
doesn't mean
compassion that the nigga
yeah.
next door in his house is experiencing the same thing, because his mom might neglect him, she might be looking for niggas, his daddy ain't been in his life.
But
you know,
it's all
like
entitlement. It's people thinking they owe you something. Like I was thinking the other day, and I didn't know I was trying to figure out where I can say it at. But when I be thinking, like when people, I get so mad if I hear somebody's mad at me, because it's like, you mad at me, but I wasn't thinking about you when I was doing whatever you're mad at me about.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't about you. It wasn't. I was thinking like it was
really that way too.
But like.
You gotta see other people's point of view.
But if we're not in a relationship, or if we're friends, or we're like,
Okay, so
it could be same sex. It could be like
but that's fine because.
But if I wasn't thinking about you, but you're entitling yourself.
Just because people are in a relationship with you don't mean they can't have feelings or you can't make them feel
No, but okay, so
because any type of connection is a type of relationship.
Yes, a bond.
So,
but that's just my narcissist.
You can't feel like, oh, well, you're mad at me.
Nah,
I was gonna think about you in that situation.
I'm grinding, bro.
But
when I be doing shit, like I always got
sensitive
shit. I always got people in my head to where if like I'm a distant person, but once I get to a certain place, I got a place for you. I got somewhere where we can work. I can build you up. So if you tolerate me as a friend, brother, lover, cousin, knowing that I'm distant, Trust and believe that I'm still there, I'm conscious, and I got a place for you. Like, trust and believe, but I have a lot of shit on my shoulders. So that's why I'm saying, it's like I'm never not thinking, like, I'm not thinking about you when I'm doing this shit, or I might forget about you, or I might do it. It's like, okay, but I'm working for us. You can't be mad at me. Like, it's entitlement, because you should be doing something else too.
A lot of people are self-centered.
They are. You should be focused on you. Like,
Yeah.
like Gary. Gary's my best friend. And Dell, like me, we don't talk all the time, but when we do, we cool. Like I be back and forth all the time. Gary yell at me, nigga, you ain't about. I'm like, I'm coming home. I'm coming back to Georgia. You always come back eventually. You always leave eventually too. But it's not like, it ain't like, oh, this nigga here and there, I can't talk to him. Da, da, da. It's like, nah, that's my brother. We've been cool for however long. Like, it don't matter. If we go out, I know something wrong if I don't hear from him for a little while, or he in a certain space, but he gonna come talk to me when he's ready to talk to me in that space, or I might shoot a text or check out, yo, you good, or da da da, or I don't know. And with me is weird because I don't even notice it. Like when my friends, like, I guess I'm used to being the one to reach out though, in a certain kind of way, and so with certain friends, and I think that's why some of my other friends be upset because, but it's a dynamic. I can't. It's
It
like
depends on the friend.
yeah, and it's not like I'm. It's not like I'm. Yeah, like you know, it's not like I'll hit like we. It's something that I can see that I relate to that person, or the conversation is fucking shorter. Like I can say this and be like, oh da da da, ha ha ha. Or if I call you, we gonna be talking for 3 fucking hours, and I got songs I gotta write, I got a docket I gotta make, I got editing I gotta do. I wanna play this video game. I want, you know what I'm saying? So I might not call that person.
Some people are a little bit more negative.
Yeah, I mean, like, so that's where it comes down to that. But guys, I think we can end it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to ask you guys. This was too fucking fun though. Oh, okay.
So this is too much?
It's too fucking fun. I haven't got to hide in a while. So alright, so the last thing I want to ask y'all is, with the, like, we just lost 3 legends in like a week. We lost X, we lost Humpty, we lost Black Rob, and it's been happening really, really rapidly lately. And do you guys believe it's because we're getting older and our acts are getting older? Or do you think it's really something that's suspicious that's going on in the world right now? Besides COVID, like, take COVID out of, I really feel like our artists are really getting taken out. Our entertainers are
like in a conspiracy. Do we believe like a conspiracy theory? Do we think it's like
do you think it's just normal? Do you think everybody's just dying like at the rate? And a lot of people before. But I'm gonna take this off of the table before I let y'all answer. A lot of people are saying, they're giving 2 things. They're saying we're getting older, but these people aren't really that old. And they're saying that social media is more prevalent and da da da. But no, social media has been out for a couple years, and niggas have not been dropping like this. People are dying.
What does social media have to do?
I feel like people die.
But
they're saying it's more broadcasted.
No, yeah, but no.
Like it's back to back, it's back.
Yeah, it's back. People are dying now.
I feel like I noticed people dying too. Like I was listening to Luther the other day in the car with my daughter, and I was like, you don't even know who Luther is. I'm like, damn. And then Whitney, and you know, it's been a lot of people that our parents grew up with that have passed.
But they were spaced. They were like, okay, Luther.
I thought we lost Whitney, Luther, and one other person in the same year, and I can't remember who.
But my thing is just because they're artists, don't exclude them from being human.
Right.
So people
are dying.
People die.
Yeah.
People go, and just because they just happen to be.
Yeah, like
you
public
ever
figures.
seen like a situation where like a few people that kind of like in close vicinities pass away? I feel like celebrities are the same. Like them, it's kind of like their own little group. But you know, it's nothing from us looking normal life. And
I think it makes you realize how short life is and how
I can see that, but it's something
I don't
ain't
see
right
what
right
would be
now,
the purpose
man.
to kill off so many people.
I'm not
Let me
saying.
go kill this person off. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
unless they're controversial.
I can actually.
I feel like controversial artists like Biggie and Tupac and shit, like it might have been some shit with that. Yeah, I think we lost Michael Jackson, Whitney, and Luther like the same.
Yeah, some people, but people who you don't even really hear from when they die, just like.
Okay, so let me give you an example. You know Bobby Brown's son just died, right? Supposedly overdose, but his son didn't really die with drugs. But the same, so Bobby, Whitney, Bobby, but Whitney and Bobby Christina definitely
they was like, it was like a year.
That was the same. They died the same exact way in the tub. That was definitely it in some kind of way. But There's stuff
Or
like
could
that.
not, because what she's seen around her grow up to also do drugs the same way her mom does.
But
And die
Whitney
in the
didn't.
same
Whitney
somewhat
didn't
fashion.
just die regular. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't feel it. But these people are
It
being
makes you
taken
feel
advantage of. Like even
It
Britney
was a
Spears.
very eerie feeling of them
Mhm,
dying
yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
But then you just
But
never.
Britney
know.
Spears. I think Britney Spears. Her father he been manipulating shit for a long time. And she's finally starting to.
Free Britney.
She's starting to get in her right mind. Like I need him away from me because.
She's been trying to fight to get her whole thing
Music
back.
royalties and shit.
Yeah, because that shit was. I didn't even know that he wasn't even in her life. He kind of scooped in.
That's what I'm
Kinda
saying.
got
It just be so.
responsibility over her money and her whole everything, which is fucking.
And then you got people like you got to watch. So like you got Bitch 9 that comes in, and
Bitch 9.
he
Is that 6'9"?
nothing happens. He does all of this stuff and nothing happens to him. Nothing.
And he might just be like a puppet for.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
But then all this random shit keep happening. Niggas getting taken out this way. Niggas getting taken out this way. And then the crazy shit about it is really not. People not even getting killed by. It's either ODing or they just dying somewhere mysteriously. Like Scottie
I feel like
Pippen.
it's just drugs and the drug.
They are putting. They're cutting drugs with shit, and they're doing a lot of extra shit. But it's easy to say that a person on drugs and they overdose when you don't know nothing about them, and they probably wasn't on drugs. Like Jimi Hendrix, he sniffed a lot of coke, but he always said, yeah man, I do what I do, but I'm not fucking around with heroin. And when he died, they found heroin in the system. They say he OD'd off of heroin, but everybody was like, he doesn't fuck with that shit. He made it clear, like I'm a druggie, I'm a drug addict.
Saying that. I mean,
No, I'm trying to.
So you believe that somebody killed Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
mean, I can see how some artists it might seem like
I'm not
some
saying
shit
everything.
went
No, I'm not saying
foul,
everybody.
Like some foul play was like involved. I can see that.
I could see it.
I'm not
but
saying
I feel like
everybody
that's
is a
what any kind of
conspiracy.
theory. You can-
Right.
I'm not
you
saying
can take
everybody.
any
'Cause, like-
situation and think of
Yeah,
a
that's-
million
you definitely
things
can
that
do
could
that.
happen.
Definitely.
So
But I'm not
it's
saying
never
everybody.
know.
I feel like we lost a lot of people last year. Like when Kobe died, Pop Smoke died.
Just keep going.
It was just a
Keep
lot
going.
of
Keep
people
going.
that was just
Keep going.
dying.
Keep
So
going.
just continue on.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what the point that I'm trying to make. Lately, these last 2 years, it's been an extreme.
But these
But this
last
is
2 years
like
have been
life.
extreme for us, and also
Yeah,
life
is just
stress
crazy. That's what shows
and
you that life
health.
is crazy as fuck.
Right, you just never
And it's
really
unpredictable.
know,
It
honestly.
never
No, people
really
been
know.
dying in real life too.
Yeah.
Like on the like.
Right, we know
yeah,
that
Yeah,
in real
definitely.
life. So it's like I can't say that that's not happening in celebrity life when I
Right.
see it happening in real life.
But it's still,
People
but
just not
that shit still don't mean that.
People just not waking up.
I can see
That
what
don't
you're
mean
saying.
that
It's
something's
just-
still not
it's
going
a foul
on.
play going on.
Even with our
Exactly.
people.
Oh no, it could be.
Yeah.
Like it's
It
because
could be.
I've heard people done past that and it's just like they still don't like what the fuck.
Yeah, it be because I watch a lot of those like crime scene investigation shows, and sometimes they uncover after years of somebody being dead that it really was something done. Yeah,
A girl just was in cardiac arrest. It's twins on my Facebook page, and one of the girls just went in the cardiac. Her twin went in cardiac arrest, and then like I guess she got back, but it was like random. They didn't know why they couldn't fit. It's like what the fuck is going on? Like it's
And
just
then what happens to her?
she getting better now. I think last time I seen, but it's
But
like
some
there's
people
when
have
somebody
health
was making
issues.
her sick. Something was
it's
making
just
her.
randomly.
But some people
just-
have health issues and they don't check on themselves
Yeah.
as often. So when stuff just happens, it's a shock to the
Yeah.
world.
Mhm.
But that's just because you don't really go get yourself.
But
checked
certain
out.
things, there's certain type of sickness that a person get. I don't know if sickness is the
You feel
right
like
word.
man-made illness. There's man-made
All
illnesses.
that, I feel like all that
Definitely.
shit is a lot of it is man-made.
I just want us to be okay, man. I don't know where this world is heading. I really don't.
None of us do, but you know,
No, but it's different.
we just gotta wish for the best. No, you don't think we all been living in the last 2 years with you?
Crazy.
It's different.
Year, whatever.
No, the future is different.
Well, not even a year because it was before COVID. It was
Right.
the Trump
I'm
and
talking
all
about the
that
future is
and
different.
yeah,
I don't even think I don't even think Trump was as much of a fucking asshole they made him out to be.
he wasn't, but he played a big part in like shifting. I feel like the world or what was going. Well, not the world.
Yeah.
But what was going on in the United
I
States.
think he helped us.
Because people weren't used to that.
Make
So,
he showed America
What's that?
who's America
Now we
is.
know.
He showed it.
It's kind of like Trump shows you who your friend is that be talking about you behind your back all the time,
Hmm?
basically. Because all the people who
Mhm.
were racist that we would
Mhm.
never know, kind
they
of
started exposing themselves.
exposing themselves.
Mhm.
And it's just like, thank you. We
I
need
don't
to
feel
know
no, I
that.
don't feel no more comfortable with Biden and Kamala.
I don't even know
But that's
anything
me.
about Biden. I don't know too much about him. One time he was on the TV and I was like, Mom, who is that? She was like,
Your
the
president.
president. I was like, oh, okay.
Who's this old
I
fucker?
didn't know who the fuck he was
This
at
old
first.
fuck.
Like, what? But yeah, I guess I have to give them a little time to show me who they are.
Yeah,
Because a lot, I feel like with politics, you know what I'm saying, people portray a certain image to get the votes, to get, you know, you to be on their side. But, you know, they saying Joe gonna give us these stimmies. So if you gonna keep giving the stimmies, my nigga, I'm gonna take
You
them.
alright with me? You alright with me?
Right.
But that's even that will open a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
We'll go into it. But yeah, so I guess we can close this out. It has been really fun, guys.
Yeah. Well,
Right,
thanks
you
for
for
having
sitting
me.
Right,
down.
thank you so much for having us. This means a lot. It's like full circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
You already know. Keep in mind what I said. I'm gonna interview him again, season 2, and we're gonna see how much further than it came along. That's a stamp for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Street talk. Y'all wanna do y'all slogan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl time with
Mimi.
and Sha. Hi.
I'm in
Girl,
there.
I feel like a real ass podcaster. It's 9 o'clock.
It's mine.
We've been doing the show all day long.